So anyway, we are racing the muscles class now, which was also rebalanced. The bottom 3 cars buffed and the top 3 cars were nerfed. Top 4 I think actually. The top 4 were the Tulip SS, the Dukes Daytona, the Ellie, and I think that's it. Was there another one?
No, I don't think so.
That's a issue there. So yeah, and then the Vigil Rumbler, the Picador Loco, and the Dominator Classic was buffed. So it's kind of like put closer together, both from like bottom and top. And we shall see how that turns out in the racing situation. I'm racing the Vigil Rumbler, which previously was an atrocious car to drive in corners because it just didn't have any grip whatsoever, and its suspension didn't save it at all. But now we might have something going on for us.
Oh, I'm feeling a lot better with this car now.
It doesn't take bumps well though.
Which one?
The Gauntlet Classic.
It should. Why doesn't it take bumps well?
I hit a hole and then the
I mean, what kind of tires do you have on the car?
Stock.
Yeah, the stock tires are not good. I use muscle tires on it. That's already much better, I think. But yeah, basically, the bumps is kind of harder to adjust because bumps are mostly stiffness. The tires can clip thing can improve that a lot, but that's kind of like a cheat data again, which I don't like using, and also kind of hard to set up because it's a handling flag kind of thing. But yeah, basically the Gauntlet Classic's main fix was that it was too stiff to turn, so now it actually can turn well in corners, and its speed was a bit buffed as well because it was very weak in terms of like engine power.
Oh, but I can see the Deviant has more top speed.
The Deviant has a good top speed. Yes, the Deviant is pretty strong in the class actually.
The Triple SS is quite good now.
Tulip SS. Tulip SS was like the fastest car in the class, so now it's not as good. It's just like middle pack, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically I kind of tried to actually make it so that it would be realistic compared to like the normal Tulip. Tulip is basically just a 4-door version of the Tulip SS. So you know what would that come of it? The Tulip SS is lighter, has better acceleration because it has less weight due to it, but it also has less like it's not as splendid onto the road because of its less weight. So it has like less grip compared to the normal Tulip.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposedly set up now, to be like balanced with those changes. Also, I'm 5th, so I'm pretty happy about that with the Vigil Rumbler. I definitely couldn't have pulled it off beforehand. It feels much nicer to drive.
I was about to tell you that always before the rework, when you turn, one of the wheels is always going up, so it's spun.
Which car?
Triple SS.
Tulip SS?
Yeah.
What do you mean one wheel would go up?
Like when you turn.
Yes. Would it like just leave the road?
Yeah, one of the back wheels leave the road.
That's weird. Did it happen to the normal Tulip as well, or only the Tulip SS?
SS I felt.
Because thing is, I think I did change the suspension again the same way as I said earlier about like it's less planted onto the ground, so it has like a bit higher suspension and less entire roll bar system. And I think that kind of fixed it as well on the way. I was trying to like look at what could cause that. Yeah, I think because I raised up the entire roll bar center, it actually fixed that issue as well. I might be wrong. I don't remember, but something fixed it when I was adjusting the suspension.
Oh, looks like.
What car is in front of me, by the way? Is it that's a Buccaneer. A Buccaneer is a good car. Buccaneer was a reliable car every time, in every situation, because it has good top speed and it's cornering well. It's not like a class breaker, but it's a good car. It's like a solid choice on every track, pretty much. Especially on high-speed tracks. So which car are you guys driving again?
The Gauntlet Classic.
SS.
Tulip SS, Gauntlet Classic, and are there a third person in this? No, only 2, right?
Chronix, come on! You can't call me out for that.
Chronix, the chronicle call-out person.
Tell him that.
Well, I'm not waiting for you anymore.
Well, tell the BS.
That's Oh god damn it, sorry, that's my
Oh.
bad. That's very much my bad. Oh, Norman.
I did.
Is that you, Norman, in the Tulip SS?
Pass me.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see firsthand how it looks,
Smug, you're
as in
gonna get
how it's
pinned.
driving.
Smug. Okay. Bye,
He
Smug.
passed me.
Just wait, what? Tell him that that he's in front of you now. Now he's K.
Oh, bro. That's a bro moment.
Careful, Smuka, because you might anger the
I don't
host.
fucking care. Chronix is a dickhead. He
I
doesn't
mean,
know how to
that
talk
won't
to
change the fact that you might get binned. It's not worth it, believe me. I got binned for calling somebody a fuckhead pretty much, and then it wasn't worth it afterwards.
And Blade has told Chronix, stop that shit, I'm banning you. Indirectly.
Did he?
Well, technically,
Technically!
technically, Chronix did harass me by starting to PM me about a fucking call out, instead of discussing it in racing discussion like a grown
No,
up.
that's nasty, yeah, you should not
And
do that
then I-
ever.
Then I
If you
just
wanna
took a-
apologize, then you can do it in person, but if you wanna, like, you know, call somebody out even more, then you should not do that. Like, private messaging wise. So I'm down to 6, but you know, I'm still holding my position in a visual rumbler, which is probably would be not possible in a track like this in a with a pre-nerf or pre-buff.
bye.
Oh, that's Norman gone. Oh, poor Norman.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, I got my top 5 back, I guess. And Tulip
I won't-
SS has less creeper than the Tulip, so keep that in mind. Like it's kind of weird because you know what's weird, because the Tulip SS before the whole balance patch did not have a separate handling file. It literally had the same handling file as the Tulip. It was just using it, and just the fact that it was like shorter wheelbase somewhat made it more like overpowered in the class, even though the Tulip is like mid class. I don't know how that
Yeah.
works, but yeah, that's how much model can count as well.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I mean,
Jesper was in the game? Huh.
Which one?
Jesper Truck.
Esper truck.
Yeah.
What's an Esper truck?
A Jasper truck.
No,
The
like
guy.
the guy Jesper.
Ah, okay. So we were saying about the car.
No.
It's getting dark. I'm seeing less and less.
Okay. My mom just came in and told me that.
Am I catching up to the back marker? Yeah, I'm pretty set in my position. There is a black fin guy in front of me, 10 seconds, and there is a Vigero guy behind me, Chronix. It's 7 seconds. Not letting Chronix take my 5th place, that's for sure. I worked for this.
Wait, there's only 4 minutes left. We're like done 6 laps. Okay.
But yeah, as I was saying, Blade. So I took a picture of the PMs that Frank sent me, and then I just said in racing discussion, I'm pretty sure that lag is something you should wait for, because he was defending that no, you shouldn't wait for lag.
Well, it's your problem, so you gotta wait for it.
If it's your lag, then yes. I mean, that was the same with Astra.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what he was talking about when he... What should he do if I make a maneuver on me? Like, what the heck? Literally what happened, if you didn't see it, you probably didn't see it, was that I was going in a straight line. I was going, like, to the racing line out to the outside of the straight. And Astra was behind me there, and then he pit maneuvered me, and then I just kind of crashed out of the track. So, like, if he is not at least halfway towards, like, up my length, he has no claim to the position or any part of the track.
Yeah, exactly. It is legit just following the rules of racing.
Yeah, like, and then he's upset because what could have he done? And I was just like, well, you could have waited, for fuck's sake. At least I could have gotten top 10. Oh well, people be like this sometimes. I'm definitely gonna like post the video fragment of it and then just gonna call him out for that again, and then he might get some slap on the wrist.
Yeah. After I posted
So
that picture.
Chronix is catching up, by the way. I didn't notice, but the Vigero is still like stronger than the Vigero Rumbler. At least on this track.
Yeah.
Vigero is really good in the class. It's really like nice to drive.
Yeah, which is irritating because Chronix is in a Vigero,
Yeah.
and I would have pulled away from him if he didn't constantly want me to wait for nothing.
Chronix doesn't like you, it seems like.
No, I
Hello,
nearly
Shane.
got him banned. Of course he doesn't like me.
Oh well.
But yeah, Blade says I will not hesitate to ban, as I have done in the past, to ban those who harasses people of our community because he PM'd
I mean
me.
that's what like good admin should do. Like just because you have better like a bigger rank than the other guy, you have no right to actually harass them over the mistake that they would need to be called out for at the same time. It doesn't absolve them from rules. If anything, then they should be more following the rules to make an example.
Yeah,
I feel like Chronix is gonna take me out and he's gonna call me out or something. I don't know.
he probably will. I mean, he was the cause of the crash himself. I mean, he posted a video clip of the crash that he meant that he didn't have to wait for. And then people were just taking my side saying, you dumbass, that is clearly lag. You have to wait for that when called out for it.
You dumbass, you big dumb. Don't you know that your fault is what you need to be called out for? Oh god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and take a break.
To be honest, something that I would really like was a mapped Coquette Blackfin.
Nice job. That was an interesting meeting with Chronix right there. He bounced me to the side of the track, I bounced back from the side of the track and then they bounced back into him. How is the regular Vigero is faster in a straight line than the Vigero Rumbler?
I don't know.
God knows that.
Like he was overtaking me,
Ah.
maybe the FPS or maybe he did a boost, I don't know. Does he
Using
know
the-
how to boost? He probably does, he's a racer. Felt like he got a nice brake boost and then just accelerated away from me.
Who?
Chronix.
Oh, Chronix isn't the racer. He's a regular.
Wait, is it regular?
Yeah, he is the racer.
Oh damn it.
Coming on the inside.
I'm gonna lose my top 5 for sure. Oh damn it. I'm an idiot.
Can I call Chronix out for that one?
That's chic! Maid. Oh, it's Smuke. Hi, Smuke. I'm guessing the Gauntlet Classic is still better than the Vigil Rumbler.
I mean, the Gauntlet Classic feels great.
Thank you. I take that as a personal compliment.
Jerry, look behind you.
No.
Who's behind you?
No.
No.
I don't know that person.
Uh-oh.
That's nobody.
Oh.
That's a ghost.
Oh, then it was last lap as well.
Fuck's sake.
I lost my top 5, you have no right to complain. And I lost it to you for funny people.
No. You took me out again.
Me?
Yeah, did you take me out?
I didn't take you out.
Was it Chronix?
It was Chronix probably, not me. I'm not even near close to you.
I mean, I overtook you on the inside, coming up on the inside, and then immediately I get crashed from someone coming from the right of me. Where
Nice.
you were. Well,
Anyway, it was a nice race at least. Oh god damn it, I went back to the track. Poor car's front. It's gone. Alright. Thanks for the racing, guys.